Ladies and gentlemen, the parents of Elijah McClain is suing Colorado police over his death, which makes no sense. I mean, he walking home from the store and all it took was some phone call from some idiot talking about he looked suspicious and he lost his life over a bunch of nothing. He should have made it home, plain and simple. So this came out in the Daily Mail August 11th, 2020. Parents of Elijah McClain sue Colorado police over his death. Elijah McClain's parents are suing a Colorado police department over his death after the unarmed black man was stopped on the streets and put into a chokehold last year. The McClain family filed a federal civil rights lawsuit on Tuesday in relation to their 23-year-old son's death in Denver, suburb of Aurora, in August of last year. His family said they were seeking both accountability for the loss of a beautiful soul and to send a message that racism and brutality have no place in American law enforcement. Unfortunately, it is permeated in American law enforcement. We have filed this civil rights lawsuit to demand justice for Elijah McClain, to hold accountable the Aurora officials, police officers, and paramedics responsible for his murder, and to force the city of Aurora to change its longstanding pattern of brutal and racist policing, the family said in a statement. The McClain, wow, this is just so sad. And look, it took over a year for us to even hear about Elijah McClain. McClain was walking along a street in Aurora August 24th, 2019, after buying iced tea from a convenience store when he was stopped by three white officers: Nathan Woodyard, Jason Rosenblatt, and Randy Rodema. Said they were responding to a call about a suspicious person wearing a ski mask and waving his arms. Still, those things are not illegal. The 911 caller told the dispatcher that the man identified as McClain might be a good person or a bad person and noted he didn't have any weapons on him. Then what are you calling the police for? Ooh, these people are stuck on stupid. His sister later said that McClain, who worked as a massage therapist and played violin, would sometimes wear a ski mask outside because he had anemia and would often get cold. Wow. When he was approached by the officers, McClain insisted he had done nothing wrong and kept walking. Body cam footage showed McClain being tackled to the ground and put in a chokehold by the officers. Paramedics later injected him with 500 milligrams of a sedative, ketamine, to calm him down. During the confrontation, McClain said he could not breathe before vomiting repeatedly, fainting, and then going into cardiac arrest. That's a damn shame. He was later declared brain dead and taken off life support several days later. The lawsuit filed on Tuesday claimed one officer jammed his knee into McClain's arm with the sole purpose of inflicting pain by forcefully separating McClain's biceps and tricep muscles. It's also said two of the officers reported that all three of them simultaneously placed their body weight on McClain after a chokehold. One officer estimated that the collective weight on McClain, who weighed 140 pounds, was over 700 pounds. Yeah, they didn't intend for him to make it, y'all. They didn't intend for him to make it. Last month, three Aurora officers, including one involved in the initial ordeal was fired, and a fourth resigned after they shared photos they took of themselves reenacting the chokehold officers used on McClain. Yeah, because they were mocking his death. That's what they were doing. And I remember I did a video on that. They were mocking his death. Okay, so Rosenblatt, Erica Morero, and Kyle Dietrich were fired, while a fourth officer, Jason Jones, resigned last month after the photos emerged. One photo, Dietrich and Jones recreating the chokehold, while grinning, Marrero stood nearby. The pictures were taken at the site where the fatal struggle took place. That is just sick. And then you want to know why people are saying defund the police. Rosenblatt, who was among the officers who subdued McClain, was fired for responding, ha ha, after receiving the photo. In June, Colorado Governor Jared Polis ordered prosecutors to reopen the investigation. Colorado District Attorney Dave Young, the prosecutor who determined there was no wrongdoing by the officers, defended his decision not to bring charges against them. See, that's the problem. You got the officers who we know lie on all these police reports, and then you got a DA that backs them up. And this is why you can't get nothing done in this lame ass system. It needs to go. Look at the state America's in. It's falling like a damn brick from a 30th floor building. Y'all, please tell me what you think. We unfortunately have many Elijah McClain's in the community that have died in similar ways. Please leave your comment and subscribe. I am so sick of this shit, y'all. I am so sick of this. Peace, family.